Speedrunning looked weird when I first discovered it. And honestly, that's normal. The terms, the trick, the thing on screen feels like a completely different language. So in this video, I will break down the 10 most used terms. Let's dive in. Every game has multiple categories you can run, and each one comes with its own rules. The most common category are any percent, run 100%, glitch less, no major skip, etc. Some categories allow certain skips, while others don't. So before you start a run, always check the rules of the category you're playing. It avoids mistakes and keep your run valid. I mean this mistake, for example. Running uses different timing methods. The two most common are IGT and RTA. In-game time only counts the moment when you can actually control the game. Cutscene, loading screen, fade out, all of that is ignored. Real-time attack measure the full real-world time from the moment you start the run. Everything counts, including loads and cutscene, and unfortunately crash. Some categories requires both times, but don't worry, Lightsplit tracks IGT and RTA automatically. You can check which timing method you are in the setting. You will often see two terms next to speedrun times, WR and PB. WR means world record, the fastest time ever achieved in that category. Sometimes you also see FWR. PB means personal best, your own fastest time in that category. And there's also something called SOB. It adds together the best possible time of each segment of your run, giving you your theoretical best time if everything went perfectly. In Lightsplit, a split is basically a checkpoint for your timer. Your run is divided into multiple splits, and each one measures the time you take to complete a specific section of a game. You can also create subsplits, and if you use subsplits, remember to format them correctly in Lightsplit by adding a dash before each subsplit and the main split name before the final one. In speedrunning, you'll hear four important terms: routes, strats, skips, and glitches. A route is the planned path you follow to finish the game as fast as possible. Runners might use different routes depending on the skill level or the RNG of the game. A strat is a specific technique used to save time. Some strats are simple, others are more complex, and may involve multiple glitches. A skip is when you completely bypass a part of a game to save time. Usually thanks to a glitch. A glitch is an intended behavior, like clipping through a wall. RNG stands for random number generator, which is basically the technical term for luck in video games. Games use randomness to decide things like enemy behavior, item drops, or patterns, and that randomness can help you sometimes, or 90% of the time ruin your run. In speedrunning, RNG is often your biggest enemy, because it's the one thing you can't fully control. You can optimize your gameplay, but you can't force good luck. Clipping happens when you pass through an object, a wall, or the floor, but keep in mind that some categories don't allow clipping at all. So if you're not sure whenever a clip is allowed, always check the rules or ask the moderator. AOB stands for out of bounds. It describes any situation when you end up outside the playable area, basically beyond the limit the game normally allows. A frame-perfect action is something you have to perform within a single frame, meaning you only have one frame of time to hit the input. A frame is just one image displaying on the screen. Game runs at different frame rates, so the length of a frame changes. At 30 FPS, one frame lasts about 0.03 seconds. At 100 FPS, it's roughly 0.01 seconds. So the higher your FPS, the tighter the timing window becomes, and the harder frame-perfect trick out to hit. A boost is any technique that gives you extra speed to reach an area or perform a specific trick. There are many types of boosts, and they're usually named after what caused them. For example, a grenade launcher boost, a tank boost, or the common boost. Each boost works differently, but the goal is always the same: gain speed and save time. I hope this basic lingo helped you understand the most common terms in speedrun. Speedrunning can look complex from the outside, but once you understand the language behind it, everything becomes much clearer. I wish you a good luck in your speedrunning journey. Merci d'avoir regardé.